So rather than rest on our laurels and pat ourselves in the back and tell ourselves how wonderful we all are and how we're brilliant, and, you know, we can't be beaten or anything else, again, as usual, maybe it's because in the field we were taught that you were kind of, it's going to sound bad to say this, but you know, when you're in the field, you sometimes think I'm only as good as my last day. If I don't perform tomorrow or the day after, nobody's going to remember what I did on Monday or Tuesday. I have to do this every day. And I think that philosophy has been built into us over the years, that we've never become complacent. We've never looked at ourselves and said, hey, because we're the best, we're going to stay the best. We've always strived to find better ways to improve ourselves. We've strived to raise new standards in the industry. We've strived to invest further and further, like I said, in every aspect of the business on a global scale, and that's made a huge difference to what's going on today, but it also is about investing in our own future. There's no question that over the years, we've taken a proportion of what we've earned and we've reinvested it back into ourselves, whether it be traveling to learn and become better owners or better people in the field, whether it's investigating other businesses that we can invest in, that we can help build and start to gain something from as well, or whether it means just actually just getting on the phone or speaking with somebody else at a convention or a function to say, hey, you know what? I hear you do 15 pieces a week. I'm doing 10. Hey, any pointers, anything you can help me out with? And each and every one of the senior members of the company, as well as our top owners, are people that think like that all the time, always looking to improve, always looking to try and better themselves and make this bigger business stronger and better and more profitable for every single person that it touches every single day. You guys have done an incredible job this year. Europe is breaking records in every single country we're in. Asia is exactly the same in Japan, the same in Australia and New Zealand, and now, like I said, with the Americas opening up, with Brazil, and the USA this year, and Russia, and notwithstanding China, I think the next 20 years are going to be even bigger than this, and I congratulate each and every one of you for the contribution that you make. You should be proud of yourselves. Right. Now, it's time to do our first presentation, and in every company's history, there is a time that people look at as being benchmarks or milestones. And today is going to be one of those days. When Cobra Group started 23 years ago, originally we were a consumer goods business that started literally selling pots and pans out of the boots of our car. After about 2 or 3 years, we started the advertising division, which was the idea of selling kind of VIP coupons on behalf of various companies like KFC and McDonald's, you know, movie cinema chains and things like that. And in 1993, we started what was called the applications division. And the company APCO was born. APCO is really just an acronym for Applications Company. It doesn't get any simpler than that. There's no complexity to this. That's where the name came from. We were just an applications company, so APCO we are. Many years later, APCO has become the world's biggest face-to-face advertising agency. And we have not only done that by, like I said, the work that we do for our clients, but it's because of the opportunities that we provide to each and every person every day. But what's happened over the years is because the business has grown so quickly and in so many different directions, both geographically and in terms of the businesses that we work with, we've also started to become quite confused. Well, you guys haven't, but we have internally about what each company does within the group, about what they represent, about what brands we're using in various environments. As you guys know, the people involved, for example, in fundraising, they're called Support Direct. Then there's other people that are in insurance, they're called something else. Then there's APCO Energy. If you're in the UK, you think of the direct sales business as being called Cobra. If you live in Spain or any one of 20 other countries in the world, we're known as APCO. If you're in sports, we're known as All Sports. If you're in Fast Wax, we're known as Fast Wax. And what's happened is that we've kind of lost control of our brand. And I don't mean that in a bad way. In fact, it's a sign of progress. The business has gone in so many directions so quickly that now people know us under 16 or 17 different names around the world. And that for us is becoming a bad thing, because not only do we want to enhance the value of our brand over time, but we also want to make sure that people recognize us for what we are. The Cobra Group is and has always been the direct sales business that has governed everything that we do around the world, albeit, like I said, in some countries, we're known as APCO. And today what we're going to do is make a distinction between the two. There's no denying the fact that Cobra's business interests have also diversified massively. We're now involved in energy companies that we own that are publicly listed in Australia. We're involved in insurance businesses that we own. Michael, Simon, and I are stakeholders in the insurance business here in the UK. We have investments in mobile phone technology companies. We have investments in other insurance businesses. We're involved in motorsports, as you guys would know. We're involved in boating in other countries. And what's happened is that Cobra's brand has become slightly diluted, and APCO's brand has been slightly diluted as well. Well, what we want to do today is we're going to be unveiling to you the two new brands, the two different companies, because what we want to do is say and recognize that APCO for us is the world's most important business in our mind. It's the business I'm personally involved with every day. In the other businesses, we have management teams that run them, but APCO Group is what I do. And APCO is what we obviously want to continue to build and what you guys are all here for today. So what we've done is we've decided to actually split the companies up. Not the ownership, not the shareholding, not the directors, just the names. And from today forward, what you're going to see on Monday too, when it goes live internationally on the web, is two new companies, both with the same name, so don't anybody panic. There's nothing, massive going on here, but with two distinct brands and two distinct, corporate messages that we want to go forward with. Like I said, Cobra will continue to be the holding company under which all of APCO will operate, but Cobra will also continue to invest heavily in other businesses that directly affect what APCO does in the direct sales world. I know it's a bit convoluted and sounds a bit messy, but it's actually quite simple. We want to make sure that people see us for what we are, that they see Cobra as a corporate business that has investments in a multitude of different industries, and that they see APCO as the direct sales business that will operate around the world. And I've asked the vice presidents to be up here today to unveil the brand new brand for the Cobra Group PLC. Can we please roll the slides, please? Can I introduce you to the new Cobra Group for the 2010 onwards? Congratulations, everybody. The next and most important brand launch is that of APCO Group. We're changing the name from APCO to APCO Group because it represents what we really do. We are a group. We're a group of people, we're a group of companies, we're a group of ideals, we're a group of morals, and we operate together in unison. The fact is, like I said, that in every country outside of the UK, we actually are APCO. And putting them and having one name for our global operation around the world is something about creating synergy and about creating a brand name that people are proud of, that has the same values, but also is recognizable, instantly recognizable all around the world. All of our other companies will also fall under the name APCO too. So Support Direct will now become APCO Group Support. And I'll be showing you various slides and stationery and so on in a few minutes. But without further ado, can I introduce you the new APCO Group logo for the globe, please? Can you please also roll the slides? We hope you guys like it. We hope it also symbolizes a little bit about what we do, because as you probably noticed, it's got a little talking head on it, which is all about what we do too. We do talk to people, we do go out and do face-to-face, and we wanted, like I said, to create a brand that both is modern and young and youthful and represents who we really are, but also says to people a little bit about who we are too. In keeping with that, what I also now want to start showing you guys is some of the things that we're doing alongside of it. Other things that we're doing is there's going to be a complete revamp of all of the company stationery, which is needless to say, but there's also going to be a complete revamp of the websites and a lot of other fun stuff that's going to go with it. I know it's going to be a little bit arduous because I'm sort of reading from notes for the first time to do this, but what we want to do is make sure that people really understand what's happening.